I was hoping Walcott wouldn't be here to correct me, but I'll show you my barrio, which is pronounced barrio, I think. So I just thought I would show you where I'm living, so to speak. So I just have to get to the share part. Can you see?
We can see your
Are we
screen.
there yet? Can you see, or is it?
It's black.
It's black.
Yeah,
I see that it's
picture
black.
yet.
It shouldn't be black because I'm in share. I'm in share, so I don't know why it would be black. So I'm going to try again, okay?
Oh,
Oh,
there it is.
There it
Where
is.
Where? I can't see it myself now.
Yeah, it's up.
oh,
You
that's
have something on the wall. Pele.
a little piece of wall
Okay,
art.
let me just see what's going on because I'm in the dark here. I can't get to my own stuff. So yeah, so I started off, guys, with something that I took last year in a better neighborhood. I'm sort of in a more Argentinian type of neighborhood this year. I'm on the other side of this major avenue, but this I took in the really good neighborhood, and I really caught my eye as I was leaving town. And it's, as you know, Pele with this guy. I thought it was a cute shot, so I'm sharing
Oh,
that with
yeah.
you.
It is.
Before I think Pele's dead now, isn't he?
I think
I
so.
hope.
Walcott?
I
What
think so
happened?
too. Yes.
Yeah, I think he died. Anyway,
Yeah.
he was a famous soccer guy, so from Brazil,
But
I
isn't
think.
he young?
No, no, by then he was old. I think he was old.
He
I think he
played
died.
years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, right. He played years ago, right? You know who you're confusing it? You're confusing with Mass. What's the guy from Argentina?
Well, it's
Messi.
Messi. Messi is young.
Yeah,
He's
Messi is young.
he's the latest one. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Neela, you're probably confusing him with the young guy.
Oh, okay.
Before him there was another one, and then before him was Pele.
Right. Before him, there was Pele. I don't know why. I never saw it before. I was just walking on my last night and I saw it, and it's too late to show it to you. So I thought I would do it now. Okay, guys, let's go on to the next one. So the next one is my barrio, or my barrio. It means my neighborhood. So this is what I see when I come out of my house. It's a much more urbanized, normal type of scene than I've been experiencing, because I've been in these like tourist zones, and I'm on the other side of the avenue this year. So this is what I see at Ayacucho y Juncal, and I thought I would share that with you.
Very
And
nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice
Yeah.
now sorry. So now I'm going to show you what I see out of my actual window. I actually have a very, very nice apartment, even though it is in, a more, how should I say, normal part of town rather than a tourist part of town. So this is what I see from my actual window.
Wow.
But you see how urban it is, right, guys? You see how it's very packed. And it's
Yeah.
very typical of Buenos Aires. It's very, very packed. And so I'm experiencing that right now, but I have a nice apartment.
Are all the skies there red?
No,
Yeah.
no. I made it red to make it more interesting. Otherwise,
I know. I couldn't resist.
You all look pretty red to me, most of the time.
Okay, so now my last one is the cafe next door. And so I kind of style transferred it just to show you the neighborhood. So this is my cafe next door.
Oh,
So when I wake up in the morning, I can just go in
nice.
here. And by the way, guys, there's this new president, Milei, right? Well, the prices, guys, are like America now. No more $1 for a cup of coffee or $1.50. We're paying $2.50, $3 now for a cup of coffee. It's not good.
Yeah, there's a distinct difference. They have been. He's been trying to equalize the blue dollar with the peso, and the peso is probably a little overvalued. The dollar may be a little undervalued, but he's trying to ultimately work towards a split currency, both dollars and pesos.
I see.
In the society.
Yeah, but the prices have exploded. You know, I
Yeah.
used to pay 40 cents for a little Coke, and now it's $1 for a little Coke.
Yep.
So,
It,
you know,
it
the
is true.
party's over, guys. You missed the cheap Argentina. Now you're going to have to suffer.
It'll change. The weather
Okay.
always changes. Take a few years, but it'll change.
Yeah, it's changing, definitely. I mean, it's doubled.
Yeah, it's very expensive right now. My
But thank you,
health
guys. Thank you
insurance.
for letting me go first, so I don't get the
Okay.
sundowners on me.
Thank you.
Yes.
That was a lot of fun to see.
Thank you, Kim.
Thank you, Neela. Thank you for saying that.
And Walcott, you want to go next, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'll go next. Actually, I didn't have
No,
my
he
nap
doesn't
today.
get the
I'm kind of tired
sundowners. He's
too.
a tough guy.
I like your hat, Kim, by the way.
Oh, gracias. Muchas gracias.
All right, there we.
Oh, that's
Nice.
nice.
That's nice.
That's nice.
That's just walking down the street. It just struck me as being pretty with
It is.
It really is. It's very nice.
just a little. This one, I defy you to know what that is.
Wow.
It's a net.
They look like paper
Doily. A doily.
Yeah.
The cut paper, right? Is that the cut paper?
Actually, it's netting that has been hanged from overhead.
Wow.
The Recoleta walkway in the cultural center, and it's several layers of them.
Lovely.
It goes, on down the walkway, one after the other. That's what that is. Struck me as being sort of interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very interesting.
Good eye.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, but of course I had to fiddle with it, and so I fiddled with it.
Huh.
Oh,
Wow.
My usual way.
Oh, I
that's
like
nice.
this
That's
Walcott.
nice also.
Mm.
Really nice.
Well,
Yeah,
thank
I
you.
like that too.
Thank you. Fiddling. It's actually got a lot of little detail in it that's sort of fun.
Hmm.
It's really got a lot of detail.
And I like a lot of green in it as well, which is a surprise, isn't it?
Well, that's the netting was green, so that's what happened. It has green tones, and the white was much whiter. I've toned it down to get it nicer. And anyway, one more botanical garden.
Mm.
Looks like a drawing.
Yeah.
Very nice, actually. It's a nice abstract thing.
See the
Yeah, that's
see
what
the
I was.
monsteria.
Is what?
The monsteria leaf that the
Yeah.
bottom right, you see the
Yeah.
outline of the
You do. Yes,
Yeah.
you do.
Just it was
Otherwise, it's very abstract,
yeah. All
Lovely.
right. Well,
Can we see the first one again?
yeah.
The two doorways?
Yeah.
That one. Yeah, that sticks with me.
I know it does. It does have a haunting quality, doesn't it? Because it's sort of
Yeah.
delicate. It's
Yeah.
very delicate.
You need a chair to sit under that with.
Mhm.
Well, it goes right down the wall.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a number of houses
Beautiful.
have got these vines that flowered vines that just kind of come down. People let them grow all over the walls, and they're very nice. They're very pretty.
Is this in your neighborhood?
No, it was Palermo, and somewhere I was just walking, and I was walking back to the bus to come home, and just passed this doorway, so I took a picture of it. And
Nice.
that's what it is.
Hmm.
So, that's that. That's
Thanks,
all.
Walcott.
That's all I've got for tonight, folks.
Pretty good.
Really nice.
Very
Very
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sarah.
Well, I did plan. What I have tonight is normal. I went into my normal mode. Well, I'm going to give you the composite. During the holiday time, we had to go different places and do different things. And I just, some things just struck me that they were pretty. The top one is off our patio when we had a snow. The bottom two are on the way home from the eye doctor. And I guess it was my red letter day because, that's.
I was going to say great reds. Love those shutters in that house, too.
Yeah. And the one on the lower left, I've been waiting for so long to capture that roof. And that time I was able to get it because sometimes, I don't always take photographs, but this time I got that house from this angle. I still want to get it from the front angle. And
it's very French. I mean, the French always take, you see some of these French scenes and they always have a house from the side like that. And we very rarely see a house from that angle in America. So that's why I like that.
I would like to have shown you separately, but I would have too much trouble getting to it. The one on the right on the bottom was, decorated with wreaths in the window, and it was really quite beautiful. And so these are normal things that I did, I think, during the holiday time, rather than doing, mannequins. And then I have, I'll take that down.
Yeah.
So nice. So typically Pennsylvania.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, you don't see this in the Mediterranean, like in Portugal or anywhere. You see that kind of scene. It is very American and very Pennsylvania.
Well, that's the road. That's the road towards where we see the horses when they're out. That's Turwood Road in Montgomery County, and it's really a nice way to travel. And there's a couple ways to go where we have to go, and Mike usually gives me the option, and I always take the pretty way. And I want to show you one other. Now, this is artistic, so it does blend with. This is my great niece.
Oh, how cute!
And it has to do with art. And there she is doing some painting. Her name is Lenny B. This would be my sister's granddaughter.
She is adorable.
She is.
Yes. Going to be a master, I can see.
Yeah. So they send us. Yeah. They send us all kinds of pictures and little movies, and of course, I tell them, but I download whatever is available, and she's charming little girl, and so I thought I would share this with you tonight. Yes, she's serious though. You see in the top, I see, and where she's getting the brush out of the bottle, she seems to have a very serious side too. Yeah. She concentrates.
Sure.
She really
Montessori
does.
schools are good because they encourage children to engage.
Yeah, so that's my showing for tonight. I didn't, just more normal.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, I have to get that down. There we go.
Seeing those. What
Thank
fun.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Andy, would you like to share?
Yeah, okay. What have I got? Let's see. I think that's, yeah. Oop. Caught me off guard. Okay, got it. Oop, there it is. Okay. Is it?
Yeah.
There it is.
That's it.
That is the post. That's. Is my volume okay this time?
Yeah.
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 Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice poster.
Oh,
too.
yeah. That's the poster for this weekend's movie night.
Isn't
Right.
it?
And I think you've seen that before. I like to work way ahead with movie night stuff. So I've actually, and this is 2 months from now.
Oh,
And
wow.
that's The World of Apu and the Truffle Hunters. And Photoshop, I went in the AI function that cuts things out. It did okay with the hair, but I had to go way in and actually do a lot of this manually to get every little strand out there. Oops. Go away.
That's
There
a
it goes.
hard job. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little tedious, but it's like,
Yeah,
like
looks
this
like
is the
that.
interesting part of the poster. So it's like if I can get that to pop out, the rest is just boxes. So
Well,
that's that one.
What-
And then a
what-
few months after that, this is the one for July.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I like that one. This is Red and Frank. It helps when the movie titles are really short. So you can take 2 words and make them really big. So that's
Looks like you enjoy doing this type of work.
Yeah, I do. I went to college for graphic design, so and when I when I was there, I had no idea what graphic design was. I just wanted to learn how to draw better. But they stuck me in graphic design, and just I don't know, it grew on me. I don't really do it for a living, not really. I work for a publishing company, but the graphic design stuff still kind of hangs around. So yeah, I do enjoy it. It's tedious. It's moving things a little bit and a little bit and a little bit, but I like it. It's sick.
Interesting choice of type on this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
It's a Bauhaus.
Yeah, I guess so. Let's see. That sounds right. What is it? What does it say? Bauhaus 93. Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
I just was looking for something big and bulky,
Good
and
eye.
that works. So
And I love the way the letters bleed into the border.
yeah, thank you.
That's
Yeah.
so nice.
It's just kind of cool, kind of like they're cut out and you see the white coming through. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But that's it.
And
That's what I got. So
Oh,
not much. No
thank you.
video this time. We're between
Thank you.
episodes. Sure. Okay.
And this is a great movie. I remember seeing it.
Oh, which the Temple Grandin?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
I
That is a
remember
good-
it too.
Excellent.
Yeah.
She's
Well, I was
such-
thinking, like, what do you show a room full of artists? And that's a very image-heavy kind of movie. So I figured that would work.
yeah. And she thinks in pictures, which is kind of interesting. And she can talk about it and verbalize it.
Yeah. It's nice.
Yeah.
These days she tours the country doing lectures.
Yeah. Working with animals. Very
Right, yeah.
interesting lady.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don, would you like to share?
I didn't do anything this week. I'm sorry.
No problem.
Too cold, Dawn.
Mhm.
57. It's cold for Florida, isn't it?
We'll get back to you next time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes, I
we
have
forgive
something
you,
to-
Don. We forgive you.
Down there in paradise.
Yeah, right.
88 to 90, something around here.
Oh, I know it's been very hot.
Valerie, do you have anything to share?
Sure. I'll show you what I'm gonna show next month at the Plastic Club.
Okay.
The nighttime things, Valerie.
Yeah.
That's the theme, the nighttime.
Night moves, I think.
Yeah,
night-
yeah.
Mm.
The dark,
Yeah.
dark, yeah.
So this actually is one half of a diptych
Oh, wow.
that
Wow.
I did for for the past year, year and a half, I've been working with does everybody know what's going on at FDR Park and the Meadows down in South Philly?
No.
No.
No, so there's a massive renovation going on the west side, which used to be a golf course, I believe, that shut down in 2019. And they're installing, so the renovation involves installing was 16, now it's 12 artificial turf fields along it. And it's been a lot of back and forth and with them, and people don't really want the artificial turf because it's bad, not only for the environment but for people. They want grass, and they don't want this area destroyed because it's rewild. So it's been a whole fight for 5 years now. So
Are there plans to put buildings up, or is it just the artificial turf?
it's artificial turf and parking lots.
What's the purpose of the artificial turf? What are they thinking? What do they want it to be?
It's meant to be multifunctional fields for the children and the schools near, and all the schools in Philadelphia, because there's a lack of fields for sports in Philadelphia. Well, the reason why there's a lack of fields is because of the lack of maintenance, upkeep of these places.
They don't want to be bothered to mow the lawn.
Yeah, they don't want to.
It'd be a lot of work. But Valerie, speaking to your actual picture that you're showing us, you've done a phenomenal job with the grasses and
yeah.
I mean, this is not a photograph, Valerie, is it? This is painted, right?
Yes.
I mean, that's phenomenal. I mean, takes a lot of work to get it like that. My God.
What is the size of this?
It is 2 feet by 2 feet square.
2 feet? 24 by 24? It's
24
huge.
by 24.
Wow. I mean, that is amazing that you were able to do that, because it looks like a photograph. I mean, that's how detailed it is.
Yes.
Yeah, it's beautifully done. Incredible.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, consider the fact that
how long would it take you to do that kind of work?
See, I'm so I think it only takes me like a few weeks to do something like that if I just rip through it. Like, it's the only thing I do, but I'm not the type that just works on one thing at a time, and I always break it up, and I'm always doing other things too. So I never time myself correctly. And so
Valerie, the construction that you're depicting here, is that connected to the 76ers giving up their arena in downtown and going to South Philly?
So it is. So we have supported it, and it is similar to the way they're handling it is similar to the way they are handling FDR Park too. And we've noticed that there's always these connections, and it's the council and this thing, but it's supposed to be completely separate. This has to deal with the Parks and Recs and the Fairmont Park Conservancy, which I don't want to get into that. But this is affiliated with the airport expansion too.
Okay.
And the Navy Yard.
Well, strong image, and I note with interest, I was really happy that the 76ers are not going to build downtown.
Oh, yes.
Which is just a new development.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I was thrilled yesterday.
Is that the Chinatown thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, and they're not doing it. Great.
Yeah,
Not doing it. So
outstanding.
Destroyed Chinatown and Society Hill because the amount of traffic and everything, it was insane. I mean, the idea was
insane.
Insane.
And, then,
and someone came to their senses.
Yeah, I'd love to know the ins and outs on that one.
Well, it was a billionaire. It wasn't the people.
Well, maybe he came to his senses.
Yeah. Well, but anyway, Valerie, wonderful image.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Yes, thank you, Valerie. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's nice.
And I didn't even get into like the UV part of it too. That's the night moves part, was the UV lighting underneath it, like the UV paint I use that makes it glow.
Oh, so this glows under a UV light.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. But that's,
wow.
Yeah. Yes. So it's a little bit of a surprise. That's the night move, I guess. Part of it is.
If you had a UV light there, you could shine it on it, and we could show your picture. But if you don't have one there,
right? Yeah. So hopefully, I have a UV light that I'm hoping to call Michael and see if he is willing to install it. It's remote, so it'll be nice to show.
Yeah.
All right, I'll stop sharing.
Thank you again.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Really nice.
Thank you.
Bob, would you like to share?
Sure. A video this time, my first video of 2025. I was happy to get it done. They've changed the all right, and now I gotta find, and this is a little snippet of video, Tender Moments in Wartime. It is from a 1920 movie, The Last of the Mohicans, and I just think it's kind of sweet.
Very nice. I like that.
Very.
Naturally, as the story goes, they get separated, and one of the girls has to jump off a mountain to save herself. But it's a sweet little moment.
Yeah,
and
it is.
Since my family has a bunch of teenage girls, I appreciate it. Anyway, that's what I have.
Very nice.
Yes, thank you, Bob. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have one little book that I've been working on. I can share that. And then we'll go to art news. This is about, I don't know, 3x5, 3x4. And it's an accordion fold. So some of the pages I work with the edges. Some I work with the gutter.
That's so cool.
This one is a page within a page.
Oh, wow.
Whoa. Wow.
So that's all sewn. And the next one's a pop-up.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
then
use something like that.
this one is a cutout, and then I use a transparent, translucent paper behind it. And a pop-up. And then I work with the edges again.
You do the pop-up. How do you get that situation there with paper to pop up?
You have to work with the energy of the gutter, so that when you move the book, it folds in and then it pops up. But you can only do that when you have the energy going in and out. It's a little bit of engineering.
It's very
that
nice.
definitely is. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a book worth entering in a show. I mean, that's good enough for your last shows.
Yeah, I enjoy those. And this one is real tiny, and I've been working with different little poems that I've written, and then I fold them up into that.
Very nice.
Those would look really nice in the display case at the club.
Yes, they would.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It really would.
Yeah.
So this one reads, under a flat sky, under a waning moon, within a spreading universe, a murmuration of starlings throbs its feathery sigh. And I love seeing those birds flying back and forth through the fields around here. And I was using the different words for the groupings of different birds. All the hunting birds, they came up with all these different words for them sometime in the Middle Ages. And so these groupings have always been around. They fascinate me.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
So that's what I was working on. Yeah. And now I think we're ready for Bob and
all right. I'll remove your spotlight, but that was your strongest work since you got home.
Yes. Thank you, Neela. Yeah, I was going to say welcome home.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm back.
Oh, and we have a new visitor.
Oh, let's see who this is.
What is?
Be slower. Nine.
You're muted. Turn your sound on.
Yeah, go to the audio. Or click on the red button that has your microphone.
Got it.
Okay.
I was.
Welcome.
I finally made it. Yeah, whatever I got today worked, but I was downstairs working on a pastel and totally forgot and looked up, and it's almost 8 o'clock. So I have nothing to share because I didn't take any pictures anyway, I'm here for the first time.
Oh, welcome.
Good to meet you.
Welcome.
Nice to meet everybody.
Welcome.
Thank you.
How do you pronounce your name? Your first name?
It's Vieswava, but but everybody says it's Vaisha. Like
Vaisha.
Vaisha.
I should type it. You know what? Yeah, let me fix that. I think I can fix it.
Okay. Well, welcome, and we'll be happy to see you again. And now we begin art news. It has been for nearly everybody, it has been a challenging winter. I try, as you know, to basically I cover the obituaries in the art world. And so 5 people died this week. One of them is Toscana, Oliviera Toscana, who is a photographer from the 60s who sort of shocked the advertising world with his Benetton ads, featuring mixed races, and he also addressed the subject of anorexia. So he died. And I'm going to repeat his name, Oliviera Toscani. Also, a woman named Diana Scarisbrick. This is her in 2018. She was a jewelry historian. She published many, many books. I don't know if she ever made jewelry, but she was an academic. All right. And here's the third artist to die this week, Rachel Rabinowitz. They called her the artist of submerged works. She did, and this is her when she was young in 1970. Look at how subtle that is.
Yeah.
I mean, you can barely see it, and that's what her work is like. There's another one. She basically was a artist of the riverfront, and here she piled up stones to make a sort of a sculpture. And the fourth artist to die this week was the Canadian pop artist and AIDS activist Joe Average. He had no art school training. But in 1981, when they told him he had AIDS, he just decided to do nothing but art for the rest of his life. And he developed his own unique style, somewhat reminiscent of Banksy. And another artist who died last week, Alistair McKinven.
Young.
Yeah.
Yes. I've been seeing this image, the distorted portraits, a lot, and I never knew where they were from. He did those. He also did, these are a bit like sort of spiritual bits of longing and emotion. And all right, I skipped over. Let's go past Benetton. All right, and the final piece is Marlon Mullen, who is developmentally disabled, which, as I interpret the reading, he is autistic and nonverbal. And he just has a show at MoMA. And what he does is they would give him the art magazines and he would do variations on the covers, the colorful covers of the various art magazines. And this is like a Van Gogh.
Yes.
Starry Night.
Yeah, that is very nice.
And this is an announcement of a show. So that's what I have for art news.
That's great.
Well, the young guy, was born in 1971. What did he die of? I mean, there's no AIDS or anything anymore. So what did he die of?
The McKinnon, let's see.
Yeah, the young guy.
It's one of those deals where they say he died after a long illness and tell you nothing.
Well, it's private.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not.
I was.
Yeah.
It was private, but I was also curious too.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's art news for this week. Do not forget.
Bob, I'd like to bring up a piece about Sally Mann, the photographer.
Oh, I'm glad you will.
She had some work from her series on her children hanging on the walls of a museum in Texas. And the law enforcement came in, confiscated her work, and they're charging her with child pornography. So I think that's pretty awful when these pieces have been shown around the country and around the world for the last 30 years.
I agree. And she is a loving mother. She does it with the consent of the children. Yes, that is I kind of chilling.
Yeah.
I think a district attorney who brings charges like that is a closet pedophile, because that's how he's going to see it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Right. Yes.
So we'll see how this plays out, if the charges get thrown out or if they really rake her over the coals.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they've already removed him.
Yeah.
There was a photographer who took his children, took pictures of his children. They were nudists. and he took pictures of his children and got into the same kind of trouble. It's, as Shula says, America's hysterical about sex.
Yeah, that has a lot to do with it.
There's a lot of changes up the way now, so we'll see.
Heading our way. Yeah. Don't forget that next week is the next Plastic Club show is Dark Visions. A very moody. They invite you to be moody, as so many of us are. And that's about it for welcome, Vesha.
Yes, yes. And I'll be here on time next week.
Okay, great. All right, and nice to see you, Valerie.
Nice to see everybody
again.
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody have a good week.
Take care.
Bye.
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 Take care.
Be safe.
Yes.